So here's what other people actually think about you. They think you're terrible and bad. Another point is you should always believe your anxiety, and your brain is never wrong. Okay, now that I got that out, you hear how stupid that sounds? Okay, maybe it doesn't sound so stupid to some of you guys, because I would have been thinking those things to myself anyways back then. I'm not gonna lie, I used to affirm these thoughts quite a bit back then. But the reason why I say back then is because that's not how I think anymore. I took a break a long time ago from making videos and things like that. And I used to think that the viewers, you guys, would just like hate me if I ever tried to show my face again. That's probably imposter syndrome or something like that, but there was an inkling of a thought. A small tangent I want to go on before I actually get into the meat of this video is you really gotta call yourself out a bit more often, man. Like, honestly. There are some absolute bullshit thoughts that you are thinking even right now that you just kind of accept and go along with. Like, the whole basis of anxiety, social anxiety, is just incomplete thoughts or thoughts that are not being very clearly expressed, let's just say. So if you're nervous about anything, it's really just your brain telling you something and you're just going along with the feeling that comes with the thought without really thinking about what the brain is telling you. I used to stay at home all the time because I thought that it would inconvenience others that I was using the elevator to leave my apartment. And that's an actual thought that I used to have. The problem is I didn't even get over it until I realized that my brain was actually giving me these thoughts. That's why it's so important to call yourself out, because some of these become core beliefs over time. So judging by the fact that you clicked on this, you still have time. So it's okay. Call yourself out. That's all I'm trying to say. Anyways, about how I'm perceived, right? I'm in this group. It's one of the only communities I'm a part of, and I've always ever been quiet. But with my friends, I'm always loud, and I'm more like how I sound in these videos. But with this group, I've always been quiet. Whenever I left any of these gatherings with this group, I was so upset with myself that I didn't speak up. Most of the time, the actual reason is there wasn't anything interesting for me to talk about. But I did beat myself up over it quite a lot. I would spend like 15-20 minutes in my car just being sad about it after the group meeting, seeing everyone else just talk to each other like it's so easy, and I'm just here like, I really can't think of any ways to start a conversation. Wee woo. I used to think that being quiet is completely wrong. I watch so many self-help videos and, oh, this is how you get over social anxiety. Just go up to the pretty girl and ask for her number. Blah, 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 blah. So much so that it reinforced the notion that it's completely wrong to be quiet. It's fine, dude. I don't know what the term for this is, but externalization is such a strong thing. Because if you think about the quiet guy in your group, you're not judging him for being quiet. You're not mad at him for not starting any conversations, for example. So why should you believe that being quiet is wrong? So after I had that realization, I just accepted the fact that I am the quiet guy there, and I just reserve all my personality for these videos and whenever I'm hanging out with my friends. And I hope that would help some of you guys, because some groups genuinely are just groups where you just have to be quiet. You know how you have a different personality with friend group 1 and friend group 2. I feel like this is very applicable to this situation as well. So yeah, obviously forgiving yourself is a good thing. I don't think I need to spell that out for you. But there's also times where you gotta be sucking outside. Gosh, I can't say that. There's also times where you gotta suck at something out in public when people can see what you're doing. I went bouldering quite a few times and I remember being absolutely terrible. I remember not having any stamina as well, so like I would have to wait 5 to 10 minutes between each of my attempts, which kinda sucked. I was lucky to have my friend around me so that I wasn't alone in being stupid and being a beginner. But I did still try, and it's completely fine to do that. Another thing that I reinforced a lot was the fact that I never really allowed myself to just like something and want something. This is another tangent, but to keep it short, if you show up at a bouldering gym, no one's gonna be like, yo, this loser really wants to boulder. What the hell? Why would you come here? Leave. It's like if you go to a sports shop and you want to buy a ball. Bro, the people there are trying to sell the ball. It's like going to Subway and being shy about wanting the meatball marinara. And that's the thing. It's something that I definitely struggled with before. And that's why the first point that I brought up earlier about calling yourself out and being like, wait, hold on a second. It's not ridiculous that I actually want this. It's completely fine for me to want to learn how to boulder by myself. If people give me advice, that's cool. But no one's out there specifically to judge you. Everyone just wants to get on with their life. I'm sure we've all seen those videos where people just like stand in the middle of a crowd and talk to a camera. No one in the background of these videos gives a shit. I used to scrutinize how my hair looked or the tiny dry spot that I have on my chin. I used to spend hours in front of the mirror just trying to make sure that I look good and symmetrical, and this curl must be on this side and this piece of hair should be on this side. I would spend so much time shaving my mustache so that there isn't just one tiny dot of hair on my face, you know, like we become so obsessive over how we look when the only person who's actually scrutinizing how we look is us. Only we are doing that to ourselves. You could go on dates and your date wouldn't notice that dry spot because nobody cares. No one cares as much as you do about how you look or how you're dressed. Imagine you see some guy with like a whack ass fit, like a terrible outfit, the worst outfit that you've ever seen. You might just look at him and be like, oh wow, okay. But that's about it. It's not like you're gonna post a picture of this guy and shame him online, although people do that. You aren't dressing that bad, okay? Let's be real here. You're not dressing up like this, okay? So stop overthinking your fits. Don't overthink your hair. Just look at the silhouette of yourself in the mirror and just be like, okay, you know what? That's how I look. That's fine. And just go out there and do the thing that you want to do. Forget about what other people think, because it just doesn't help anyone. Because when you're all nervous and you're all tensed up, you're really not offering the best version of yourself to the world. And that's what the world needs. You go to the gym, you drop a few pounds, you look all handsome and beautiful. The world sees you as a rose, as a flower. You're starting to dress up nicely, you smell good. You're literally a freaking flower. That's the thing. Everyone gets to enjoy when you're feeling good and you're out there and you're enjoying yourself, chasing your dreams, or just bouldering. Be careful out there. Stay safe. I'll talk to you soon. Take care. See ya.